Welcome back, everyone. A new play at the Walterdale Theatre will feature an all-Asian cast and a Chinese-Canadian director. The comedy follows the story of an American-born Chinese woman who hasn't paid much attention to her cultural background until her father disappears. From there, she must navigate San Francisco's Chinatown and learn about her history to get him back. Joining us today is director Barbara Ma and lead actor Ruth Wong Miller. Welcome to you both. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
This sounds so awesome. Barbara, let's start with you. A little bit about the play that's called...
The King of the Yees.
The King of the Yees. What is it all about?
Well, it's set in San Francisco's Chinatown. It's a contemporary play. And as you mentioned in your introduction, it's about a cultural and communication gap between a father and a daughter. And she just doesn't quite get how old, dying Chinatown relates to her modern American life.
Right.
And then in a quest to clear his name, he disappears, and she has to navigate through a fantastical Chinatown to get him back.
So was this play, is this an original play, or has this been played elsewhere?
It's written by American playwright Lauren Yee, and she states in interviews that it is her most autobiographical play. As she says, it's completely true and completely made up.
Oh, wow. Okay, I love that. That is so great. So, Ruth, you play the title character.
I do. I play Lauren Yee.
Okay, so talk to us about the character and what you bring to the role.
Sure. So, obviously, since it's based on the actual Lauren Yee, she's a Yale-educated playwright. She spends a lot of her time on the East Coast. She's married to a Jewish guy. His name is Zach. And she's ready to move to Berlin, and her father finds this out. It's a lot of complications between, a generational gap, but also a bit of a cultural gap between, a father and daughter. I think a lot of us, children of immigrants, we really do understand that gap between being a young person wanting to fit into the culture of whatever country that you're in, whether it be Canada or the US, and also just wanting to be, for me, a lot of my discovery has been as an adult wanting to get closer to the Chinese community, Chinese culture. I went to Chinese school as a young woman, and I think at the time we all complained. We're like, why are we spending every Saturday here?
Right.
But, as you get older, you really see a lot of those linkages between, what makes you different is also what makes you special.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that she discovers here by the end of the play.
I think it's that universal theme where, you're happy where you are, but you don't want to forget where you came from.
Exactly.
Talk to us about that. Either one of you, like we mentioned, it's an all-Asian cast, but the story, the themes are universal, and everyone is welcome to attend, right?
Yes, anyone who has a parent understands that communication gap. And the play is in English, and what's really cute about it is it pokes gentle fun, or not so gentle fun, at some North American assumptions about Asian and Chinese culture. At one point, we have two Chinese actors trying to teach each other how to do a Chinese accent.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because they can't do a convincing Chinese accent.
Right, yeah, because they grew up in the West,
In
right?
the West, so yeah, so there's a lot of fun poking out of stereotypes. It's, again, a fantastical tale, and the FBI ends up chasing somebody, and one of the characters goes, yeah, well, they won't know who they caught because we all look the same.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, I want to expand upon the play here a little bit, because Barbara, you're the first Asian artistic director at the Walterdale. Talk to us about the importance of that for you, but just what do you think that will bring to the role, and what you hope to see at the Walterdale overall?
Okay, well, Walterdale is Western Canada's oldest community theatre. We are currently in season 66, and I have been in Walterdale for a number of years. But I just felt it was important when I came in that as part of the selection of plays, we wanted to make sure that community theater is truly inclusive of all the communities. And I thought, well, why not start with programming something from my own background that I relate to? I've seen a lot of plays about the immigrant and newcomer experience, but I've never come across in the 30 or so years I've been doing theater, about someone who was born here to immigrant parents and what that cultural divide is about. So I was excited to see it, and I thought, let's see if we can get an all-Asian cast to do this play justice. And
Okay.
so very pleased about that.
Ruth, let's bring it back to the play itself. And there is something special in the play. We have a bit of a sample here in the studio. So let's get to it here in the studio. And just, can you talk to us about what people can expect to see?
Sure. So, yeah, as Barb mentioned, it's a comedy. It is about families. It's about discovering yourself. There's a lot of great cultural lessons that we'll learn about the Chinese American or Chinese Canadian culture. There are, you will see there's a bit of a lion dance in our show. There's also a Sichuan face changer. There is
an air hoop player.
An air hoop player. So it's been really great for our cast to learn about all of these as well, because our cast has been learning lion dance from one of the local kung fu schools, and it's been really great. And so audience can expect to have a lot of fun, and hopefully, I think they'll learn some cool cultural lessons as well.
Well, definitely. So we will get to the lion dance here as we head to break. And if you do want to check out the play, head to the Walter Dale Theatre website, walterdaletheatre.com. The play will run from February 5th to the 15th. We're going to head to the break right now. But as we head to the break, take a look at this spectacular visual display.